How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Luke and we are back at Bramley Moor. I've not long actually been back in the UK. I got off the plane at about 5 o'clock this morning, managed to get home, had a couple of hours worth of kit, had something to eat, and I've been sorting out some of my stuff and everything, and I thought, you know what, we need to get down to Bramley Moor. Unfortunately, today is not the day we're going to actually be able to get the drone up, but I would like to say a huge thank you to Mr. Drone UK for allowing me to use a couple of his clips on his channel. So I'm going to be able to use them, so whilst I'm talking you will probably see clips coming over the screen here where we're going to actually be able to talk about certain things and everything since I have been gone. Because since I've been gone, there's been a massive amount of work going on with both Everton, ourselves, all the drone pilots, and Bramley Moor as a whole. So if you guys haven't been checking anything out or aren't in the loop for all this stuff, the Liverpool Echo actually even discussed about it as well. So what has actually happened is there's a theoretical no-fly zone over Bramley Moor at the moment due to the fact of this big little fella right here. So that crane itself sits about 60 meters in height, which means we are not allowed to actually go anywhere near it with the drones because it has got proximity sensors on the crane itself. So if anything mechanical goes within a certain proximity of it, it will start sounding alarms and it will actually shut itself down for safety reasons. Also for the fact that if you actually look at the very top of the crane itself, just here, there is a person operating from there. They aren't operating from the bottom like some other cranes. So we, due to civil aviation laws, are not allowed to go within 50 meters of the general public. We can't operate within them areas. So that's the main reason why we have things in place now. So we are going to be operating on Sunday at 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. we are allowed to actually fly the drones. Now we are currently trying to discuss a potential of being able to, like, a little workaround within a couple of hours of that, or even operating at a later time frame or even at an earlier time frame when it's just coming into light or it's just coming into dusk, just because it's difficult for us to operate within them time frames just because of weather and everything. So some weeks we might be able to do it week after week after week after week. Other weeks we may be really unfortunate in the sense of it being, like, say, every Sunday for like a 4 or 5 week period being bad weather and us not being able to just get the drones out at all. Because unfortunately the drones that myself, Baz, Mr. Drone UK and some of the other guys use are Mavic Minis. Well, I'm speaking for myself, Mr. Drone UK and Baz. We all use Mavic Minis, Mavic Mini 2s, and Mr. Drone UK's just got himself a Mavic Mini 3. So we're able to use those. Unfortunately though, in terms of wet weather, they don't like it all too much. Rain can do severe damage to our drones, unfortunately. I'm not sure about the Mavic Airs or the Mavic Pros, but I know for a fact the Mavic Minis, rainy weather, even heavy mist is enough to do some serious damage to them. But what I am going to do right now, I am going to go over by where the site is, where there's some clearing, and try and get a few little video clips so you can see from the ground level how the steelwork is coming along, because I'm just looking at it right now and it's looking amazing so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to actually have a little look around there. So you may still hear my commentary. It might not be the clearest commentary, and I do apologize about that, but we're going to try and get the best footage we can possible from the ground level. Okay, so looking at the footage that was provided to me by Mr. Drone UK, you can see that the North Stand itself is coming along rather nicely, so everything is coming along as expected. In fact, it's actually coming along a lot quicker than I anticipated, to be honest. So looking at the steel structure itself, it's very interesting how it's actually shaping out. It almost looks like an interwoven sort of system as you're looking across the entire thing. I can't think of the right words to sort of say what it looks like because I haven't seen anything truly up close. If I was to be able to actually get close enough to actually have a good look at it, I would love to be able to actually get some photos and show you really closely of what it looks like. But in any case, guys, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Nick at Mr. Drone UK for letting me borrow this footage. Okay, so I do apologise in advance because we've had a bit of an issue with the audio on this one, so I am doing this now while I'm editing. So looking over the site and everything, you can actually see the steel from the ground level outside of the site. Now granted, you can actually see one of the security guards giving me evils there, so I do apologise for doing that. But looking over everything right now, you can actually see all the steel and everything in its glory. So we can see both the east and west stand are getting the steel put in first on the northern area. So looking at it from here, we can see that the east stand is the one that's actually getting the minor focus right now. But you can also see very much so that the west stand was actually getting a lot of focus. Also, this very quick pan was just to point out that the shrouding around the hydraulic tower was actually coated in a blue layer now. So it looks like that could be coming close to being finished. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get right now to the outro. Take care. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to be like any of the guys over here and be part of the Patreon, why not go over to the Patreon and become a part of the School of Science Superfan? Now, we have got two tiers there. The first one being the cup of coffee tier. So that is essentially just like saying, look, I like what you're doing, dude. Here's £1 on me. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Even though a cup of coffee is more than £1. But in any case, there's also the School of Science Superfan tier. So that is £3 a month. So what that gives you access to is ad-free content, and whenever I can, early access to content. So what we would try and do is every Sunday when I get the drone footage, pretty much come straight back to the office, get the stuff done, get it edited, get it out, and then it goes to the Patreon. And then Monday morning or Monday afternoon, whenever I've got it set out, it will go live on the YouTube after that. So you get anywhere between 12 to 24 hours early access to the footage, and it's also ad-free. But in any case, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I am sorry for the 2-week hiatus. I did go to Turkey in the most weird possible time. I swear we couldn't have made that any more ironic. I went to Turkey, I think it was a couple of days before the steel was getting put in. That, you could not make that sort of stuff up. It was absolutely hilarious. I did have a good laugh about that. And also did have a big sob as well, because it's an opportunity that did go amiss. I would have loved to have been one of the first people to get the drone over the site as they were putting that steel down. But in any case, there's a lot more work to be done at Bramley Moor, so there's a lot more opportunities to bring you guys the first access to all the exclusive content that comes to Bramley Moor, to Everton, and to anything else that's coming in the near future. So in any case, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.